Alright, hi, I'm Goist, if you didn't know. It's a pleasure to meet you. Where I'm gonna play some dramatical murder, I'm gonna have to heavily edit this. So, let's see how we do. Let's dive into it. I played this game when I was in college, fun fact. I only went to college for a semester, but I did go and play dramatical murder at my college. You finally came. Well, that happens a lot in this game. I've been waiting for so long. Come quickly. Okay. Oh, I'm missing it. Destroy me. Destroy you? With your power. I was nervous for just like a second. But I thought, surely not. And I was right. Power, penis. Oh, fuck. I already fucked up. It definitely hasn't been.
Hi! お電話ありがとうございます。ジャンクショップ平凡です。
I never know.
ちょっとお尋ねしたいんですけど。はい。
So I never know whether or not I should read over the subtitles or not. Or not the subtitles, what the fuck? The text or not when it comes to games that are voiced in Japanese. But, I obviously don't speak Japanese, and I don't think... I'm not showing up on anybody's algorithm, so it's even less likely I'm gonna show up onto somebody who speaks Japanese algorithm, you know what I mean? But I like their voices, so I don't want to talk over them. Yeah, we're just gonna go. I forgot all about Allmates. Oh my gosh! I hope this will be like my first time playing the game. And I've heard that since this is,
はい、扱ってます。在庫もございますが。
That since the original, when I played it, it wasn't like an official translation or anything. So I've heard that there are some changes from between, so... And I won't even remember what they are, it's the perfect thing.
そうですか。わかりました。ありがとうございます。ご注文でしょうか。はい。突然こんなこと言うのもどうかと思うんですけど。はい。もしよかったら。
Oh, I forgot all about this. That's right, everybody wants Aoba. Everybody, he's got such a lovely voice.
いえいえ、そんなまさかとんでもない。大変恐縮です。あ、ところでお客様、一つ思い出したことがありましてよろしいですか？実はですね、先ほど S2 型カスタムパーツのお話をされてましたが、今度そのシリーズのそれでですね、ただいまお得意様だけに特別にご紹介するという形で予約を受けたまわっているんですが、いかがでしょう。
Water break. He knows how to play the game. He's experienced. He's been there before. He knows.
おそらく人
He
気商
knows
品な
what
の
he
で
needs to
す
do.
ぐに売り切れてしまうと思うのですが、今予約していただければ確実にご購入いただけるかと。でももちろんこれはお得意様限定の特別なご案内ですので、 ご予約いただければ。
Oh, I need to look
サ
at
ービス
something.
いたしますよ。
I'm gonna move myself just a little bit, just like down here. Or should I go over here? Maybe it'd be better for me to go over here. Let's see. Wait, hold on. Hi. Behind the scenes sneak peek. Hit the right buttons. Yeah, I think over here is better.
サービスです。 かしこまりました。ありがとうございます。それでは今からお客様の個人データをお送りください。
Play the game over.
はい、ありがとうございました。確かにご予約を承りました。それでは今後とも当店をどうぞごひいきに。はい。どうも。
He is a fucking pro. An absolute legend. I hang up the phone and let out a huge sigh. Even when I know what they're up to, dealing with customers who want something other than spare parts is always such a pain. Your voice is so wonderful. I just have to meet you. Oh, what? Okay. I get that sort of thing on the phone surprisingly often. What if I put it here? I'm trying to figure out where to put my screen for optimal eye contact with y'all. Because it's quite difficult, to be honest, when you got a mug like mine. Okay. Just hearing my voice makes them want to meet me. What kind of guy says that to another guy? In the beginning, I just shrugged it off, but really it started to bother me after a while. Then, one day, out of frustration, I tried using it to push product, and it worked. Ever since, I've used it to improve my sales. That phone call right now was a good example. Strangely, it doesn't happen in person. Some customers have actually come looking for me after a call, but I always pretend I don't know what they're talking about. They all leave without realizing I'm the person they spoke to over the phone. Nothing bad has actually happened, so I figure no harm, no foul. Little bug on my screen. Day. Sorry, I put a bug on my screen. It was smashed. While stretching, I glance at the digital clock on the counter. This is Humdrum Junk, a junk shop. God, that's hard. Oh, wait, no, I've messed it up already. This is Humdrum Junk, a shop that carries everything from basic supplies to specialized parts, all at rock bottom prices. Alright, who are you selling it to right now? You trying to sell it to me? You trying to sell it to yourself? Who are you selling it to, boyo? The dorky name is what drew me in. Just how long has it been since I started working here anyway? A while, that's for sure. Oh, I missed that line. Sorry. A coil is like a mobile phone, but better. You can make calls, send texts, watch TV, pay for things, and even use it as an ID, all in one little machine. Wild. That doesn't happen now. Nope, not at all. Let's see. Damsel in distress. Oh, sorry. Is this some new viral ad? Let's see, what kind of text do we see guy here? So we got the please save me. We got the other day from Kojaku. We got dinner. How are you from Mizuki this Sunday from Kojaku. The thing I asked for got from Mr. Haga. So these are all open, but it looks like he hasn't responded. Yeah, I do that all the time too, Loba. Me too. Is this some kind of new viral ad? Like the adult kind? I'm sure the rest of it says something like, I'm in trouble. Only a big, strong man like you can save me. Delete. Suddenly, something slams into my side. I fall from the chair and something heavy lands on my back. 3 voices giggle overhead. I know right away who it is. Fucking kids! The fashion! The iconic looks in this game. Honestly, ahead of its time. Ahead of its time. We all shit on this back then. Neighborhood brats. It's Kyo, Nao, and Mio, a trio of siblings from the neighborhood whose only purpose seems to be to make my life hell. How many times? I'm sorry. I keep forgetting. I'll probably end up voicing it just at some point, unfortunately. I'm sorry. I can't remember to not. Now must have gotten a look at my coil. The other 2 climb up my back, trying to get a peek. Can't breathe. Oh my god, this is the stuff of my personal nightmares. I would just die. I would die. Oh, oops. Oh, no, oops. Oh no! Arrested, no! What? Look at this baby! See that baby back there? That is one big baby. I've never really looked around the background, but I assume it would have some pretty... Oh, look at this guy. He's got a little smile. You can't see where I'm pointing, I'm realizing. There was a baby. There's a baby over there. It's underneath the 69 smiley sign. So if you find the 69 smiley sign and then look over, you'll see the big baby. And then if you look almost straight across to the other side of the room, you'll see a little guy peeping out. And I think he's neat. Hepsi Avenue? Come on. Come on. If I thought scolding them would accomplish anything, I'd do it. But this bunch just doesn't give a rat's ass what I have to say. As I expected, their attitude has already moved on to other things. Their attention, their attitude. No, their attention. I will say this isn't... this translation isn't very good either. But I could be totally wrong. They chose... I don't know who's in charge of the translation, I guess, for the official one either. But that was not the words I expected to hear with that line. The screen of my coil catches my eye. Download complete. The hell? do recall making it weird noise. Blech. I do recall it making a weird noise earlier. Maybe I accidentally pushed a button while I was wrestling with the brats. I hope I didn't download some weird program.
ああ、もう最悪じゃねえか。
Before I can investigate, the old-fashioned bell on the front door rings.
今日の届け先はちょっと遠かったな。
It's Mr. Haga, the owner.
ハガさん。遅くなりました、青葉くん。
Mr. Haga's smile vanishes as soon as he sees the kids. I guess that's natural when you consider the kind of damage they always do.
いや、君たち、こんにちは。来てたんですね。
いいよ、あれ取ってよ。ちょっと待ってろ。ちょっと。そりゃ、火を打ったら意外と小さいのね。なんだと？
こらこら君たち、店の中で遊んだら危ないよ。怪我をしてしまうからね。
Naughty children, but the brats aren't listening.
君たち。
もううるさいな。うるさいハゲ。
Oh no! Drew Afalu? Is that you? I don't even know if that's her name. Oh, that's embarrassing if it's not. The temperature in the room suddenly drops 10 degrees.
そこで遊んでいらっしゃる子供の皆さん。
Itch my face.
つかぬことをお聞きしますが、今何とおっしゃいました？さあ、もう一回言ってみてください。最初の言葉は？は？
激しくお腹が減ったから帰る。
Oh,
よし帰るぞ。
look at them crying now, little babies. Little babies got to cry. The evil trio dashes from the store.
ああ、そうだ店長。そうだ聞いてくださいよ。
I scramble for the words that'll snap him out of it.
A パーツの S シリーズの注文が最近また増えてきたんですよ。
パーツ？
はい。いやー、さすがですね。やっぱり店長の読み通りでしたね。前月より売り上げ 50% 増しですよ。
そうですか。
そうです。
It is
増
good.
量です。
It's
売り上げ
very
倍増で
good.
す。
売り上げ倍増。それは良かったです。
It is, my
そんな
man.
に売れてるということでしたら、もう少しストックを厚くしておきましょうかね。
I breathe a sigh of relief. Oh, that was close. No, there's no telling what Mr. Haga might do once something sets him off. Finally calm, he straightens his glasses and gives me a tired smile.
いやー、本当に全く困った子供たちですね。
ですね。
やんちゃすぎるところさえなければ可愛い子たちなんですけど。
ですよね。
No matter how many times I see it happen, it's always startling when his personality does a 180 like that.
そうだ、青葉くん。
Mr. Haga walks to the counter and grabs a paper bag from the floor.
申し訳ないんですけど、この荷物を発送してきてもらえませんか。今日はそのまま上がって構いませんので。
いいんですか？
ええ、実はですね、これから急にお客さんが来ることになったんです。
You
だか
gonna
ら今日はお
date?
店も
You
早め
gonna
に閉めよ
date,
うと思って
Mr. Haga? You gonna get you some?
そういうことなら了解っす。
Encourage you. I shoulder my bag and take the package from Mr. Haga. From the label, it looks like it's going to be pretty far. It's going pretty far. Fortunately, getting it there is the courier's job, not mine.
それじゃ行ってきます。あとお疲れ様でした。
はい、お疲れ様。よっ。
I head outside. According to my coil, it's 3 p.m. The back streets are full of people. There are several routes I could take to get to the courier. While considering which would be fastest, I reach into my shoulder bag and pull out a soft, furry lump. Oh, we don't talk about it. The ball of fur is still asleep. I press my palm against his forehead to wake him up. The thing we don't talk about is a spoiler, which is why we don't talk about it. And I almost just talked about it.
レン、起きろ。
At the sound of his name, he promptly opens his eyes.
青葉。
運び屋まで行きたいんだけど、一番早いルートを検索してくれ。
了解。東の241通りは検問のために
Oh, I forgot to read again. Oops.
バスは点検のために運休。北のターミナルを迂回した方が早い。
そっか、サンキュー。
I pat Ren on the head. He barks and wags his tail.
よっしゃ、それじゃ行きますか。
Oh, the opening sequence, I believe. I put on my headphones and press play. Yeah, boy. Oh. Look at him go. So I played this game. I talked about it before. I started talking about it. I played this game when I went to college. There was a girl there, and I thought she was pretty, and she liked this game, so I also played this game. I played all the routes. I got all the endings, both good and bad. I was very much into this game. You remember how there were the aoba cakes and the noise cake in particular? Well, I took the noise cake and I turned it into a spinnable GIF on Tumblr at the time. It wasn't like a popular thing. Nobody saw it. It was just me and my friends. Sorry, I remembered something from that time period. It was embarrassing, as you would expect from the time period in which I was playing this game, you know? It was a cringy era. I don't think the opening has anything I have to worry about. So initially, right, this is him walking to the courier. Is he still doing that, or have we fully shifted? We have to have fully shifted into opening mode, right? This would be a weird and complex route to take. But no, yeah, I played all the routes. I have a very unpopular opinion. I fucks with Mink. I do. As everyone in the old residential district knows, the best way to get around is on foot. Public transportation here is pretty bad. Technically, there are buses, trains, and even taxis available. But they can be cancelled or delayed without notice. Oh, yeah, that sounds right. Even the roads themselves might be closed without notice, so you hardly see any cars around these days. At most, you might see a taxi waiting in vain, or the occasional junker parked on the side of the road. Learn how to read. The sidewalks, on the other hand, are always packed. Nothing's more reliable than your own two legs. The old residential district is divided into north, south, east, and west quarters. They are similar, but have some key differences. For example, both my home and the humdrum junk are located in the east quarter. I keep wanting to call it the humdrum junk shop, just for the fucking similarity. Like, it just flows better than humdrum junk, which is very hard to say. I loved this scene here. I thought this town looked so pretty. It's pretty safe compared to the other quarters, and it's easy to get your hands on whatever you need. The North Quarters become something of a ghost town ever since it was designated off-limits. It's definitely not the safest place to go. The West Quarter is primarily residential, like the East Quarter, but doesn't have as many stores. The South Quarter is an entertainment and shopping district, so it's always full of youngsters hanging out. And if you go further north, up past the North Quarter, there's Platinum Jail, where the rich and famous do their business, where the rich and famous do rich and famous things. Platinum Jail is a members-only resort that the Toei Corporation, one of Japan's top 5 companies, built when they bought Midorijima. If the rumors are true, that place is the definition of luxury. Centered around the giant oval tower, it's full of casinos, movie theaters, shopping malls, hotels, everything you can imagine. Membership is by invitation only, but even then, the membership fee alone costs more than this whole island is worth, or so I've heard. Obviously, no one from the old residential district will ever get into Platinum Jail. So I guess you could call this town a slum. Nobody cares what happens here. The police are all talk, they're in bed with the Yakuza, and just do whatever they please. It's not like we can do anything about it. Even if we're unhappy, we just have to suck it up and deal with it. Despite all that, as the saying goes, there really is no place like home. This town isn't so bad once you get used to it. While it may not be as extravagant as Platinum Jail, we have our own way of life, our own kinds of fun. Can't really ask for much more than that.
Aoba.
Ren pokes his head out of the bag and taps my arm with his paw.
どうした？
考えすぎだ。思考回路がショートするぞ。
マジか？つか、どんだけ貧弱な思考回路なんだよ、俺。
I forgot all about that. What does that mean? Logic processor?
ごく一般的な成人男性として、その思考回路の強度を仮に100とすると、青葉の思考回路の
いいそういうのはいいから。その説明で余計にショートする。
そうか。
I chuckle and pat his head. Oh, or is this just a joke in the sense that Ren has a logic processor? Aoba has a brain, right? Does Aoba not have a... No. I guess I'll find out, but I'm pretty sure Aoba has a brain. Ren is a dog-type all-mate. All-mates are artificial... Ren is a dog-type all-mate. All-mates are artificially intelligent life forms generally used to augment network devices like coils. They can search the internet and virtual space for information, place orders for you in online stores, or manage all your social media accounts. This is just A-L-E-X-A. Did I spell that right? Fuck, I hope I spelled that right. I'm very embarrassing if I didn't. Some models can also help around the house, while others can act as partners in an online game called Rhyme. It's like an all-purpose A-L-E-X-A. There are many different types of all-mate. Animal models are abundant, so many people keep them as pets. I've had Ren for a long time. I'm not exaggerating when I say he's my best friend. Even with all the improvement and new models coming out, I'll never abandon Ren. Not even if hell freezes over. If you want to take a shortcut, turn right at the next street.
あっぶね。通り過ぎるとこ
I
だった。
read the word, sorry. This is not going to be a spoiler-free run. I didn't say that before, but it definitely isn't going to be spoiler-free simply because even though I haven't played this game in years, I have played this game. So I can't react to it as if it's my first time playing it. I follow Ren's directions down an alley off Aoyagi Street. Aoyagi Street runs through the center of the old residential district, dividing the district into quarters. It's lined up with shops selling discount appliances, while the back streets are littered with niche hobby shops. I love walking through these kind of areas. There aren't a lot where I live, but when I lived up in like Phoenix, I like to walk through these areas. As I make my way down the alley, a group of guys leaning against a filthy wall catches my eye. They have a certain look, like the kind of guys who'd be passing around a silver drug sheet. Oh, how judgy, Aoba! Aoba, don't be so judgy! What do you care what they doing in back alleys? Come on. It really makes you wonder what's wrong with kids these days. I overheard somebody talking about kids these days, and half the things were like, I don't know anything about kids, but half the things that they were saying, I was like, I don't think kids are actually doing that. I think you're just making shit up about kids. Once upon a time, though, I was just like them. Yeah, exactly. Not that I'm old or anything. Oh, what a fucking mood. Anyway, I'm finished with that stuff. Totally. As I walk past, I catch a bit of their conversation.
本当にあったらしいんだよ。こういきなり頭の中を乗っ取られるっつうの。
Brain jams.
なんだそりゃ、強制ライム参加かよ。
そうそう、まさしくそれだよ。道端でいきなりライム仕掛けられて、しかも相手がすっげえ強いんだって。
でもそれって臼井がいない状態ってことだろ。なのにライムとかできんの。
それができるらしいんだよな。よく
つか、準備も何もしてねえのに戦うとか無理じゃね。拒否れねえの。
問答無用らしい。とにかく強制的に引っ張られてボコられるってんで。
やべえなそれ。
Oh, sorry. I was. Oh no. I was so absorbed into about them just trying to figure it out. I don't think I really comprehended Rhyme. I don't think I really comprehended this game, and I probably won't this time. But I'm trying. Wherever Usui, the game's judge, appears, that's the battlefield. Rhyme started off as an indie game. Back then, the rules were more lax, and Usui wasn't around either. It steadily gained popularity, and eventually Toei became its sponsor. The system was improved, and Usui was added, along with an official set of rules making Rhyme what it is today. But I don't play Rhyme, so it isn't really my business. I don't play Rhyme. Not at all. I head through the alley and come out once more on Aoyagi Street. At the end of the street, I see the sign for the courier shop. Just as I start toward it, I notice a crowd in the middle of the road. It looks like a fight, a bunch of people with nothing better to do, gathered to watch. I keep walking, trying to avoid the whole mess, but then the crowd stirs, followed by a high-pitched scream. Oh no! I peer through the gaps in the crowd. A large man is sprawled out on the ground, another standing over him. The second man has his back to me, but I recognize him immediately. A bright red kimono and a big sword. There's no one else it could be.
図体の割に大したことねえな。
Oh!
せっかく彼女
Whoa!
の前だってのに台無しじゃねえか。
True that. Starry-eyed girls flock to the victor, trampling the man on the ground in the process. Here we go again.
本当にすみませんでした。
One woman who is keeping a bit of distance approaches with an apologetic bow.
私も公爵さんに髪を結ってもらいたいって生意気なのよ。そうよ、部をわきまえなさいよね。
She must be the girlfriend of the man sprawled out on the street. I'm guessing the commotion started when they tried to cut in line at Kojaku's shop. Calming his angry fans with a gesture, Kojaku gives the girlfriend a smile. His classic
お嬢さん、
smile.
そう思ってくれるのは神結冥利に尽きるぜ。けどな、みんな俺の大事なお客さんなんだ。順番。彼氏もちっと強引だったが、あんたを思ってのことだ。あんまり責めてやるなよ。また日改めて来てくれ。そん時は歓迎するからよ。
It would actually, though, be really hard for me to pick a favorite. So I'm just gonna sort of respond to things naturally. Although, and then by responding to things naturally, we'll find out who is my man's. Who is he? There goes another one. Kojaku's other fans are not
ちょっ
amused.
といつまでそこにいんのよ。どいてよ。公爵さん、汗かいたでしょ。これさっき買ったばかりのハンカチなんですけど、もしよかったら
Man, I'd love to be as hot as Kojaku for even one day. For even 5 minutes. Give
い
it
や、
to me.
そりゃ悪いだろう。気に入って買ったんだろう。
I want to
自分
be
で使いな。
this beautiful.
いいです。公爵さんに使っていただけるなら、きっとこのハンカチも本望です。
I want to be beloved by
本
women
望ね。
and feared
そ
by
こまで
men.
言われて断ったんじゃ男が廃るってもんだ。そんじゃありがたく使
I
わ
don't
せ
think
てもらう
anybody
ぜ。
fears them, to be honest, but maybe they should. Kojaku takes the woman's hands, pulling her toward him with a smile.
ありがとな。
Nice. There it is, his infamous lady killer smile. Well, that's what I call it, at least. The woman with the handkerchief slumps to her knees, attracting jealous glares from the others. Every woman here seems out for blood.
さっさと行くか。
This isn't the first time I've seen this shtick. Disgusted, I start to move away from the crowd.
青葉。
I can feel all those eyes focusing on me. I'll pretend I didn't hear him. I turn around and start walking at a brisk pace.
おい、待てって。
You're gonna get me in trouble with your fangirls. Kojaku, no! But Kojaku runs after me and grabs my arm. Here we go again.
コージャック。
Kojak!
青葉。やっぱり青葉じゃねえか。
ああ、
So annoyed! That's gotta be heartbreaking for my boy
なんだよ水くせ
Kojaku.
えな。いたんなら声かけろって。
まあ、仕事中に通りかかっただけだし。
仕事中？配達か。
Kojaku smiles indulgently, which of course makes the women around him swoon again. His smile is like a weapon. He's been using it for ages, but women still fall for it. I really don't feel like talking here. There are too many people around. And the women's eyes, they're scaring me.
つか、お前も仕事中だろ。なんか騒ぎになってたけど。
ああ、こいつが列を無視しようとしたからよ。ちょいと軽くな。
お前、いい加減にしとかないと、そのうち刺されるぞ。
刺される？誰に？
見りゃわかるでしょうが。
I sweep my gaze over the women glaring at me, and it was clear that they weren't about to let anybody, man or woman, get close to Kojaku. Scary.
まあ大丈夫だろう。つか、俺がそう簡単に刺されるように見えるか？
Kojaku punctuates this with a smirk. Seriously? Well, I guess I can't argue with him there. Kojaku's pretty much always been aware of how handsome and popular he is. I want to be him! He's not the type to brag about it, but he has a casual confidence about him, and he knows his way around a fight. He's a wandering hairdresser. Hairdresser? All he does is cut and style women's hair, but apparently he's developed quite a reputation for it. He sets up shop wherever and whenever he feels like it. He doesn't advertise or take reservations, but he always has a line around the block. They all say that when Kojaku touches your hair, it feels like you've died and gone to heaven. I just don't get it. If you told me a guy like this existed, I wouldn't believe you for a second, if I didn't already know him.
とにかく女遊びはほどほどにしとけよ。影で泣いてる女がどんだけいるんだか。
んなこと言ってもな、しょうがねえだろう。スウェゼン食わぬは男の恥だし。
You are so far. So, this might be discourse. I don't know. I don't know what the current dramatical murder discourse is. I don't think Kojaku's bi. I think Kojaku is 100% gay, and he's just very in the closet. Now, do I think Noise is bi? Yes, I do. I do believe that. We haven't met him yet, though, but I think we'll be meeting him soon.
女は綺麗で可愛い。だからみんなに優しくしてやりたいんだよ。
まあ、それはそれでいいんじゃないですかね。じゃ、俺もう行くわ。
お、
ゴータクさん、早く。ちょっと、次は私が言ってもらう番なんだから。
As soon as I end the conversation, the women swarm Kojaku. He shoots me a look from the center of the crowd.
ああ、そうだ。また近々お前んとこ行くから、タエさんによろしく。
Hey, hey.
I shrug and walk off. Yeah, having Kojaku as a friend seems a little like intense. Still, the guy never gets enough, huh? I mean, he must like it, but I know I would hate to be the center of all that attention. I guess he's a special breed. I head for the courier, leaving the crowd behind. Am I saying this word right? I feel like I'm saying it wrong now. Delivery works. There it is. I step through the automatic doors.
いらっしゃいませ。あら、青葉ちゃん、毎度。
お疲れ様です。
I bowed to Miss Yoshie and set the paper bag on the counter. A small dog with long, shiny fur sits proudly on the counter, watching me intently. That's Clara, Miss Yoshie's hallmate.
これ、お願いします。
はいはい、預かるわよ。
Miss Yoshie, I really like her. Miss Yoshie checks the address with practiced hands, then pushes a nearby button. A box next to the counter opens. She tosses the bag inside. This outfit specializes in delivering packages within our... This outfit specializes in delivering packages within the old residential district, a welcome service in a town where transportation isn't readily available. In any case, my work here is done.
それじゃ失礼します。
青葉ちゃん、 この後はお店へ戻るの？
You heading back to the store? Like, she just, you know, she looks like a lady. She just looks like a lady, and I think that's cool.
いや、今日は帰ります。
I would
店
see
長が
this
店早く
lady
閉めるから、これ終わった
anywhere
ら
I
帰っていいって
any store. I would see this lady.
あら、そうなの。いいわね。だって今夜はダンナラの最終回じゃない？
A water?
ダン何ですか？
やったの。この間教えてあげたばっかりじゃない。
あ、そうでしたっけ？なんで
ドラマよ、ドラマ。チークダンスでさ
A
よなら
waltz to
よ。
remember.
今日でついにどちらをパートナーに選ぶか決まるのよ。私は断然カズさん待つ方がいいと思う。
Oh no. Oh no, I'm starting to relate to the old characters in video games.
はあ、
Even though I'm definitely closer to Aoba's gauge. Aoba's gauge. Yeah, but no age. Gauge, the gay age. Stop. Miss Yoshie twirls her hair around her finger with a dreamy, girlish look in her eyes. I mean, she's not a bad person or anything.
じゃあ俺そろそろ。
そういえばね、アバちゃん、聞いた？ほら、あの話よ、あの話。もしかしたら知ってるかもしれないんだけど。
Miss Yoshie beckons me closer, a serious look on her face. She's really not a bad person. Swallowing a resigned sigh, I lean closer. There are no other people in the shop, but for some reason, she speaks in a whisper.
ほら、北の氷河谷あるじゃない？あの治安が悪い地区。もともといい噂のないところだけど、最近特に物騒な噂を聞くのよ。
は
あの辺にね、超極悪非道な死刑囚がリーダーをやってるチームがいるらしいのよ。
あ、
Oh my
ああ、
goodness.
スクラッチでしたっけ？なんかヤバい連中が最近よく出没するみたいですね。
Wah wah wah.
そうそう、刑務所の囚人たちで作られたチームらしいじゃない？
Here, I do a lot of the wah 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 wah. I can only presume it's because I've watched so much anime in my lifetime. And if you remember anything about old anime, especially from like the 2005 to 2000, let's say 12 time frame. Yeah, that's him. They say the gang is entirely made up of escaped criminals.
確かちょっと前にもあの辺で誰か誘拐されたとか建物が壊されたとかそんな話があったでしょ？
Oh no.
怖いわよね。夜道なんておちおち一人で歩けないわよ。警察なんて全然頼りにならないしね。それどころか警察だって私たち何するかわからないし。ほんと生きにくい世の中
He's not wrong about that. The old residential district police are no better than the gangsters themselves. Rub an officer the wrong way and you could get beaten or even arrested.
ああ、やだやだ。私も早く帰りたいわ。ねえ、もし帰りに襲われちゃったりしたらどうしよ
No!
え、
Miss Yoshie shoots me a meaningful look.
大丈夫じゃないですかね。
う。なになに？青葉ちゃんひどい。私の一体何が大丈夫だって言うのよ。
あ、じゃあ俺はこの
Listen,
辺で。
I
お
love
疲
her.
れした。
ちょっと
Another voice stops me before I can leave.
え？
あの青いのはどうしたのかしら？
あら、クララちゃん、レンちゃんやったの？そうよね。クララちゃんとレンちゃん仲良しだものね。
You know, I just got so fucking big. I really hope. Well, can I say that? Well, I've already said it. I just got so fucking big. So, like, I hope that my eyes are open Taking Clara into her arms, Miss Yoshie shoots me an expectant look.
ああ、今日はあいにくい家に。
そのカバンに入っているんでしょ。私に挨拶もしないで帰るつもり？
No way out. I'm sorry, Ren. You'll just have to grin and bear it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, my friend. My dear friend. I take Ren out of my bag and gently pat his head to wake him up.
青葉どうした？
レン、クララちゃんにご挨拶。
Ren's ears and tail drop. Clara stares down from her place in Miss Yoshie's arms.
どうしたの？
Ren!
まだ眠ってる？
Come on! Just say hi! Come
ごきげ
on.
んようクララ。
ごきげんよう、レン。
Clara wags her tail happily. Miss Yoshie smiles too.
クララちゃんとレンちゃんは仲良しね。
I don't know how much Miss Yoshie is supposed to be a likable character. I feel like she's not actually supposed to be likable, but I also just cannot
そ
help
れじゃあ挨拶も終わったし、
but to like
今度こ
her.
そこの辺で。
あー待って、ちょっと待っておばちゃん。
え？
もう一つだって。ちょっと待ってね。悪いわね、帰るところ。
It's night by the time Miss Yoshie lets me go.
ねえ、お疲れ。
避けて通れないのであれば仕方ない。
Ren is curled up in my bag, exhausted from his ordeal. Despite the attitude, Clara seems fond of Ren. She asks about him whenever I see her. While users can adjust their all-mates' personalities to some degree, they are largely shaped by their environment. As a result, you can never tell when two all-mates will connect. Ren doesn't seem to like Clara very much, but unfortunately for him, I find the whole situation to be kind of funny.
青葉こそ大丈夫か？
Cruel.
なんて
So
か
cruel. After she stopped me the last time, Miss Yoshie made me eat this whipped cream slathered monstrosity she'd made in cooking class. My stomach is killing me.
さあ、帰るか。
I guess we should head home. Feeling like a couple of soldiers who narrowly escaped death on the battlefield, we start toward home. Night is in full swing on Aoyagi Street, the darkness washed away by lights and brilliant neon signs. There are no zoning laws in the old residential district. Even in the middle of the day, the crooked skyline ensures that some parts of the city never see the sun. But when night falls, things really change. That's when the Ribsties come out of the woodwork. The Ribsties are young men who form gangs or teams to brawl with each other over turf. This game, if you can call it that, is also known as Rib. Rib was popular before Rhyme, so the Rib games look down on their digitized Rhymer cousins. They think they're a bunch of nerds trying to act cool. Still, more and more Ribsties are making the jump to Rhyme, and that means everyone's looking for a fight. Suddenly, someone grabs my arm from behind.
おお、これブレインナッツのジャケットじゃん。
It's a man with dyed red hair. He looks younger than me.
なあ、このデザインって今プレミアついてるやつじゃね？
A grinning, green-haired man approaches next. Red and green. Is it Christmas or something?
やべえ、俺これすげえ欲しいんすけど。なあ、お兄さん。
Just call me your big brother? I fucking know what Oni-san means, bitch. The red-haired one gives me a phony smile.
駅前の店で売ってるよ。
I try to jerk my arm away, but the redhead glares and grips me
ちょ
tighter.
っと待てって。
お前なんだよその態度。
俺は今ここでこれが欲しいって言ってんだよ。聞こえた？
つかさ、俺らバグボムなんだけどさ、知ってるよね、バグボム。で何？舐めてんの？
Bug bomb. The green-haired guy flashes the tattoo on his wrist. A winking woman with enormous breasts straddling a big pink bomb. Wow, I'd kill the guy who put that on my skin. In any case, I haven't heard of Bug Bomb. Obviously, these two are small-time, looking for fights to build their cred.
だせ
ああ？おい今
だせっつったんだよ。
Oh!
ああ？おめえどこのチームよ？
入ってねえし。
はあ？まさかのノーマーク？
マジか？
Way. Red and green look at each other, grinning like idiots.
ありえねえ。
Rib gangs always have a tag, a piece of art members tattoo on their body. If you don't have a tat, it means you're not in a gang, and that makes you an easy target.
へえ、ノーマークってことはやっちゃっていいんだ。
余裕っしょ。お兄さんさ、ちょっと一緒にあっち行こうよ。な？その辺にしとけよ。
Oh?
ああ？
Who? Red looks over my shoulder, glaring at the man who appeared behind me.
こいつに絡むと顎砕かれるぞ。
Oh, is this who I think he is?
お
Oh!
前誰？
There he is. The man, the legend. The actual best boy in the game. By popularity, I believe. Green, meanwhile, has turned white as a sheet. Everybody loved this man. Everybody wanted this man.
何がだよ。
こいつドライジュースのヘッドの水木だ。
Mizuki!
ドライジュース？
You've heard his name, but are you
こいつの必殺技知っ
ready
てるか？
for his face?
狐のかかと落としっつうの。一発食らうと顎砕かれる。
ドライジュース
I
なら
keep
最初か
accidentally
ら
cutting
そう
it off
言う。
early. I'm sorry. I'm excited. Okay, I'm excited.
行こうぜ。
Let's bounce. The man behind me laughs as the two punks run off with their tails between their legs.
だっせーなおい。逃げるくらいなら最初から喧嘩売るなっつうの。
I turn around knowing exactly who I'll see.
よ。
久しぶりだ
Whoa!
な。
There he is. Long time no see, my friend indeed.
水木
Studded. It's Mizuki, the leader of Dry Juice, the largest It's Mizuki, leader of Dry Juice, the largest of the rib gangs. I feel like I have a real Chill's voice nasal going on right now, and it's really upsetting me. So if that is the case, I'm apologize. He has tan skin, black hair, and green eyes. The symbol of his gang, a teardrop, is tattooed beneath one eye.
狐のかかと落としってなんだよ。
お前の足技の話だよ。名前はさっき適当につけたけど。でも顎砕いたことあるのは間違ってないだろ。
何年前の話だよ。
Tough guy, Oba.
俺は今でもよく覚えてるけどな。つか、お前がこの時間にこの辺にいるって珍しいな。
はあ、まあな。
ようやく来る気になったが、ドライジュースに。
He grins welcomingly, but I just shrug.
まさか、そういうの嫌だっつってるだろ。
チームも入ってみりゃ、意外といいもんだぜ。
I used to run with Mizuki back in the day. We got into all sorts of trouble. Though he's usually pretty laid back, he's also a guy you can depend on, who knows when it's time to get serious. Rib fighters all think they're hot shit, so it's pretty impressive that he's managed to unite so many from the largest rib to form the largest rib gang. Still, I have no intention of joining.
とにかくめんどいの嫌なの俺は。
知ってるよ。でも最近はうちも結構微妙なんだよな。
微妙？そうか。お前んとこ相変わらず最強だろ。
あれだよ、ライムのせいだ。
ライ
Mizuki's expression darkens.
うちのメンバーもちょろちょろ流れてんだよ。ライムなんて頭脳戦っていや聞こえいいけど、所詮はただの妄想ゲームだろ。まったくどこがいいんだかわけわかんねえよ。妄想で縄張り守れるかっつーの。
まあ確かにな。
I honestly can't blame Mizuki for feeling the way he does about Rhyme. I mean, you could make the same argument about Rib. There's just a bunch of kids playing Capture the Flag. But I know Mizuki really cares about his team. That's probably why he can't just let trend hoppers slide.
それから神隠しだ。
神隠し？
What
聞いたことあ
disappearances?
るだろ。昔リブのチームが丸ごと全員行方不明になったって話。
あるけど、でもあれって都市伝説みたいなもんだろ。しかも10年くらい前の噂だし。
どういう理由かはわかんねえんだが、最近ぱったり見かけなくなったチームがいるんだよな。
ヘマでもしてヤクザに締められたとかじゃねえの？
それが消えたチームのメンバーが数日経ってからフラッと帰ってくるってのが起きてな。でもそいつ何も覚えてなかったらしい。自分のことも忘れてて、まるで脳が壊れちまってるような感じだったらしいぜ。
でも神隠しって確か犯人はあのモルヒネだってオチじゃなかったか？モルヒネ自体が都市伝説みたいなもんだし。
ま、そうなんだけどな。
Morphine was a legendary rib gang that dominated the scene a decade ago. Their tag was a heart and cross, all in black. The gang was cloaked in mystery. All anyone really knew is that they were invincible. Naturally, rumors gathered like flies. One popular rumor said they were behind all the disappearances.
犯人がモルヒネじゃないとなると、もしかしたらライムやってる奴らの仕業じゃねえかとか考えたりもしたんだけどな。
そりゃちょっと話がぶっ飛びすぎだろ。
本気で言ってるわけじゃないぜ。ただ最近奴ら調子に乗ってきてるからな。
だからって神隠しまでやってしかも人の頭をおかしくするとかそんなことできんのか？そこまでやれるんなら何かしらの騒ぎになってるだろ。
いや、分かってるって。だから俺も本気で言ってるわけじゃない。
Just then, we hear cheering nearby, followed by the thunder of footsteps as people race to the scene. Mizuki scowls. Fucking rhyme. Fucking rhyme.
ああ、なんか気分悪いな。そろそろ行くわ。また今度店に顔出せよ。
なあ。
んじゃな。
Mizuki waves, then stalks away, pushing through the gathering crowd. Once Mizuki is gone, I turn toward the center of the commotion. Here he is. I have a Nendroid of this boy we're about to meet. While Rhyme isn't exactly my boat, I don't have anything against it either. I was actually pretty curious the first time Mizuki brought it up.
どうした？
なんでもねえよ。行くか。
I pat Ren's head and start to make my way out of the alley. But then, a white light swallows up the world. Before I can figure out what's going on, a ball of light appears in front of me. It gradually assumes a human form, then reaches toward me with one hand. Its fingertips stroke my cheek, or at least I think they do. The next thing I know, I'm at the center of the crowd. Bodies press in from all sides. I'm trapped. No, we're trapped. Usui. 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 A circle of light is floating above the ground, and inside it, a woman with 8 arms appears, swaying slowly before coming to a stop. So this is Rhyme. I've never seen it up close before. Oh, it's just saying the same thing. I was so confused. The 8-armed woman is Usui, who presides over all Rhyme battles. I say woman, but for some reason, it has a deep and manly voice. Usui's hands flicker. The light grows brighter, and a huge virtual screen appears overhead. The fighters are already in the ring, preparing their all-mates. Let's see. Woo! Start. Yeah. Usui lifts its hand with gentle grace. Its elegant movements is sharp contrast to its booming voice. The monitor switches up the view of the field. The audience hoots and cheers. Oh. No! Suddenly a sharp pain shoots through my head. What the hell? Is that noise getting to me? Clutching my forehead, I glare at the crowd.
Aoba, 大丈夫か?
ああ、大丈夫。でも、そろそろ行くか。
そうした方がいい。
I finally managed to muscle my way out of the roaring throng. Leaning against a nearby wall, I sigh and catch my breath. No, 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 no. I look up to find the familiar duo standing in front of me.
こんばんは。やっほー。どうしたんですか？気分でも悪くなりました？
Yeah, I am feeling sick. I can't look at y'all. I can't.
人酔いでもした？
I remember you.
Wills and three!
お前ら。
なあ、まあそんなとこかな。
The Four Eyes is Virus and the Big Guy's Trip. I've known them for ages.
青葉、気分はどうだ?
まあまあ大丈夫。こんなところでどうしたんです？ライムなんて珍しい。いや、どうってこともねえんだけど。もしかして興味湧いちゃいました？全然そういうんじゃねえよ。
Man, the vibes of Rhyme and the vibes of Rib, I guess, are pretty fucking different. There's a lot to say. You could say that this game, despite being what it is actually a pretty larger commentary. Am I gonna do that? No, probably not. Probably not. I'm probably not gonna do that. But, you could. You really could.
ぼんやりして巻き込まれたんじゃねえの？ 違うって。つかお前らこそ何こんなとこでフラフラしてんだよ。俺たちはお仕事ですよ。
ライムの連中最近はしゃぐから。
The old residential district is home to some pretty dangerous groups. These two belong to one of them. I met them ages ago when I was still a stupid teenager. Back then, I was always pissed off about something. I'd spend my nights trolling for brawls in Wanibashi. In the end, all that adolescent posturing got me was a trip to the hospital after I picked a fight with the wrong guy. Yeah, I was kind of a loser. The only people who really know that I got The only people who know what I got up to back then are these two and Granny. I lost touch with them until we reconnected a few years ago. By then, I'd gotten a part-time job and they had joined the Yakuza. Considering that the police are basically Yakuza, too, it's never really bothered me.
それにしても相変わらずお前ら似たような格好してんな。双子見て。双子じゃありませんから。青葉さんはお仕事の方は順調ですか？
They're not twins.
アイスクリーム屋さんだっけ？ペンギンのエプロンの。あれは1日
じゃない。3日。今はジャンクショップの店員やってるよ。
おい。
なんだっけ？平等？
That's rude.
平凡。もう結構長く続いてるし。 青葉さんに平凡なんてネーミング合いませんけどね。もし暴れたくなったらいつでも声をかけてください。うち割と羽振りいいのでおすすめですよ。気持ちだけ受け取っとく。青葉さんの戦ってる姿また見たいって今でもよく思うんですけどね。
Jesus.
そうそう、俺たちファンだからな、青葉の。
A roar goes up from the audience, but then... Oh, who's here? An even louder voice cuts through the charged atmosphere. The police! Brandishing a megaphone, a man charges in with several police officers in tow. These days... I'm sorry. My face died for a second because... I'm gonna admit something. These days, this character is my type. I don't know, at least aesthetically. In personality, probably not. But in like aesthetics, yeah. The match is over. Usui vanishes in a puff of smoke, and the fighters and spectators scatter. The guy with the megaphone is Akishima, a hard-ass detective who's as crooked as they come. We love ourselves a crooked detective. We don't. He's jailed or beaten dozens of people on blatantly false charges. We don't like crooked detectives. We don't like crooked police. We don't. They call him the Grim Reaper of the old residential district. But why give him a cool name? Why reward somebody with a cool name? Yeah, you guys better. Everybody better, because he's gonna just fucking cause problems, because he's a fucking asshole. Pop him in the face. Akishima looks like he's about to burst a blood vessel. I ignore him and take off running. Aoyagi Street is just ahead. Another boy appears. we've met some boys. That's kind of exciting, right? And we're gonna meet some more, so that's even more exciting. That will be coming out next week. Until then, these are all the socials that I'm active on. Twitch and not so much, but TikTok and Twitter, I am always on there ready to go. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.